Hi guys, and welcome to Mbali Talks, where we talk all things side hustles, how to make money online, and just generally how you can gain financial freedom for yourself. In today's video, I want to share with you top high-paying no-phone remote jobs that you can actually do working all the way in your home and still be able to make anything between 100 to 500 USD per month. This video is motivated by actually a comment that I got the other day to ask if there are any jobs that you can actually do if you have a 9 to 5 jobs, like jobs that you can do at night or jobs that you can even do on the weekends. So if you're somebody who's looking for a part-time job online in order for you to be able to make a second income stream for yourself, and or you're somebody who actually does not have a job, has all the time in the world to be able to actually sit at home and turn these jobs into actual full-time jobs, then this video is dedicated to you. Before we move on, please can you just reward me for the work that I've put into this video by hitting the like button, and if you haven't already, please just hit the subscribe button so that you can join our community. Without wasting any more of your time, let's get right into it. So the first company that we're going to look at is actually a transcription company called transcriptionservices.com. Basically, transcription is the same. It's where you're going to be given audio files in order for you to listen to and then transcribe using their software in order for you to be able to get paid. What I like about transcription jobs is the fact that you literally can do it anywhere, anytime. You basically work at your own schedule because all you have to do is just create your profile, log into the website every day, and take on jobs that are actually available. We're going to scroll all the way down to their website in order for us to be able to learn more about how you can actually join transcriptionservices.com and make yourself anything between $100 to $500 per month. So we come here and click this careers tab, and it immediately takes us to the online transcription jobs that are currently available, so which basically means they are currently hiring. With transcription services, you're actually going to be participating in part-time remote positions. Again, if you're somebody who has a bit more time in order for you to invest in a platform like transcriptionservices.com, you are more likely to be able to get paid more than just a part-time salary by actually turning it into a full-time job. Transcriptionservices.com says, thank you for your interest in applying for an at-home transcription position with transcriptionservices.com. They hire part-time and full-time transcriptionists with a proven commitment to excellence. So again, because this is actually a real job that is going to pay you real money, you will need to obviously show your commitment by making sure that the transcripts that you actually do are in good form, in line with their editing guidelines, as well as obviously making sure that you research some of the information that you hear on the transcription audios to make sure that you are writing out spellings of companies, of people, of places accurately. Transcriptionservices.com says we are looking for transcriptionists from any country. So that basically means you can apply on transcription services from anywhere in the world, so long as you have English transcription experience. And also, you need to be confident about the quality of your services. Some of the benefits of working for transcriptionservices.com include a competitive pay as well as flexible hours, because you set your own schedule and decide as and when you want to work. So they have a 5-step process here in order for you to be able to apply to be a transcriptionist. If you're interested in becoming a transcriptionist for transcriptionservices.com, please send an email to this tab here with the following information. 1, which is part A, the subject, which is your name, transcriptionist application, and fill in the blankets. Part B, you need to provide a number of responses to the following questions that they're actually going to ask you. So you're going to be writing it out sort of like a get to know you type of thing by actually describing your English transcription experience as well as qualifications, what country you currently live in, what time zone do you live in, what is your level of English proficiency, again, either you're a native speaker or you're actually fluent in English, what is your desired rate in USD per audio hour. If you're not sure about your desired rate, my advice for you is to just do a bit of research and find out how much transcriptionists actually get paid. That will sort of give you a guide, but you usually found you get paid anything between 0.5 USD per audio minute, or then you can turn that into an audio hour. And also they want to know what else should they know about you. So basically your interest, what motivated you to want to take this job. Are you either trying to make money online or are you trying to help people? But obviously my advice for you is don't lead with wanting to just make money online. Make yourself look interesting by saying you want a job, you want to participate in helping people to be able to turn their audio files into English, etc., so that you stand a better chance for you to actually be employed. Part C is when you contact them, you will begin the body of your email with green grass. This is actually a sort of catchphrase that they want you to use, just so that they can see that you've actually read these instructions here that they've actually given you. And of course, part D, you will attach your resume to the email as a PDF. If you're somebody who already works on a transcription services like me, say maybe like ref.com, then this is definitely a great position for you, because again, you'll be able to demonstrate the fact that you do have transcription services. And if you've never worked on a transcription platform before and you're afraid that you may not be able to get the job on transcriptionservices.com, don't worry. Some of the companies that are actually on this video today are companies that do not even need you to have experience, but will still hire you on a part-time and or on a full-time basis and allow you to make anything between 100 to 500 USD a month. But adjusting transcriptionservices.com is definitely one of the companies that I would check out if I was trying to get a part-time and or a full-time job online. As mentioned earlier in this video, a lot of the companies that are actually suggested in this video today are transcription companies, because I just feel like that is one of the easiest jobs for you to be able to do if you have an 8 to 5 job, and or for you to be able to do on weekends, because it allows you to work flexibly at your own schedule and anytime you want and anywhere in the world. So we're going to move on to the next company that I'd like to suggest for you guys to try out. Scribby is the next company that you can try out if you're somebody who's looking for a part-time and or a full-time job online. What I like about a platform like Scribby is that unlike transcriptionservices.com, they are not as strict in the sense that they don't require you to have any prior experience, but are still willing to hire you because you're actually going to get trained on how you can use their software to be able to transcribe. And basically with transcription jobs, you're just converting spoken audio into text. And if you're somebody who is an English speaker, this is one of the most hassle-free jobs that you can actually do for yourself. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page so that you guys can see where you can click in order for you to be able to join Scribby. All you have to do is come here and click freelancers. As you can see here on careers, actually before we even get there, they are already saying they are hiring. We could click this tab, but it just takes about 3 steps before you actually get to the transcription job. Or you can just click here, freelancers, and then it immediately takes you to this freelance transcription description job. Scribby says work at your convenience and earn $5 to $20 per audio hour. They provide automated transcripts to save you around 60% of the typing effort, which basically means you're already given something like a transcript whereby their own software has kind of tried to denote what the audio is actually saying. Then all you have to do is listen to the audio and then make corrections on the already provided automated transcript. I honestly feel like this makes your job a whole lot more easier, because with a lot of the transcription platforms, you are not given an automated transcript. You are literally trying to figure out what the people are actually saying in the audio. So Scribby is definitely a best place for you to try out, especially if you're a beginner, but you're still trying to find a part-time job that you can do and balance it with your 8 to 5. To read more about what Scribby does, it says here, what is transcription? Number 1 is to listen. Required skills are listening ability and good comprehension of English. Number 2 is to correct. You apply context, identify mistakes, and correct the already available automated script. And then number 3, of course, you get paid, which means you earn again $5 to $20 per audio hour paid into your verified PayPal account. So you will need to have a PayPal account, because that's the only way for them to be able to actually pay you. If you don't have PayPal in your country, I'm truly sorry about that. It means you're going to miss out on the Scribby opportunity, but not to worry. There's so many other companies that I'm going to suggest in this video that you can actually try out. Now we're going to look at the earnings of how much you can actually make per month under different levels of your transcription work. Let's just click here, beginner, and see. As a beginner, you can make up to $400 a month, which again goes back to what I was saying, that you can make anything between 100 to 500 USD a month just as a transcriptionist. If you move on to the level, obviously it means now you're better, you have more experience, you're able to get more transcription jobs done. You move into the intermediate level where you can stand to make $800 a month. In advanced, you can make all the way to $1,600 a month, guys. Yay, this is a lot of money. So definitely something that I would check out if I was trying to find a second income stream that can actually help me to balance my budget at the end of every month. And all you need for you to be able to qualify for these positions is good English comprehension, ability to interpret conversations, ability to apply context and identify mistakes, a laptop or desktop computer as well as internet connection, a set of headphones or headset, and it doesn't even have to be an expensive one. Literally, the one that I use, I always mention this, I bought online, I think it was 300 Rand. It's a Volcano set, but it literally does the job. And of course, you will need a verified PayPal account. So if Scribby sounds like a great deal, which it definitely does for me, I would come here and click sign up and start earning. But I just think it's one of those companies that you can check out if you're looking for a part-time and or a full-time job online. The next company that we're going to look at that you can use in order for you to be able to find a part-time and or a full-time job, work online, remotely, in the comfort of your home, and still be able to create either a second income stream for yourself and or an actual full-time job is a bit more closer to home, because this is Indeed.com. I remember a couple of years ago, I actually was able to find my accounting job when I first moved to South Africa on Indeed.com actually. So I actually thought this is one of the best platforms that you could also check out, more closer to home, more locally, so that you can be sure that you're obviously going to be able to get yourself a job. So when you come onto Indeed.com, you're just going to come onto this tab that says what, which is basically where you're going to type out the keywords of the job that you're actually looking for. Where in terms of the province, I wouldn't really focus on this, because either way, a lot of the jobs when they're listed are literally going to tell you where they are based. It can either be a remote job, or it can be specific to say it's based in Johannesburg, in Midrand, in Cape Town, etc. I'm going to focus more on the keyword, and I'm just going to type in transcription and see what transcription jobs are actually currently available. The first job that comes out is actually one that is very interesting, because it wants you to translate English to Zulu. So if you're somebody who understands Zulu, you are obviously a native Zulu speaker, or you're fluent in speaking Zulu, then this is definitely a transcription position for you. They are offering you anything between 3,000 to 5,000 rand a month on a part-time basis. We're going to read more a bit of the description, which is actually pretty straightforward. It says here, are you a fluent speaker of both English and Zulu with a talent for translation and transcription? We are looking for skilled English to Zulu translator or transcriber to join the team and contribute to translating television content. So basically, you know those transcriptions that you're going to see when a video is on TV, or when it's like a series, then they write at the bottom in a different language. This is basically the job that you're going to be doing. This role is essentially ensuring that their content reaches the Zulu speaking audience effectively. You can obviously then read more about their responsibilities, which include prioritizing visuals for synchronization processes, adapting and transcribing the transcript to match audio and visuals when necessary to ensure synchronization, and also to translate a minimum of 1 script per day or 5 scripts per week. So basically, this is the goal that you set for yourself once you've been hired to be an English to Zulu translator and or transcriber. And the requirements again are basically quite simple. You need fluency in both English and Zulu, ability to adapt to terms, tone and style from the original script into equivalent Zulu terminology. What I like is the fact that they're actually also going to provide you with basic training, so you don't have to worry about how you're actually going to be doing it. All you need is to make sure that you also have a reliable access to a laptop and stable Wi-Fi connection, because this is a remote job, which means you're going to be working from home. You need a working email address as well as cell phone number, and scripts are going to be subject to approval before you can actually get paid. But I just feel like this is one of the easiest jobs that you can actually do on a part-time basis and or online as somebody who is looking for a second income stream. So besides transcription, there's a lot of other opportunities that you can check out on Indeed.com. I just want us to come onto this tab here and click this no experience tab in order to see what kind of jobs you can actually get on Indeed.com without even having any experience. The first one that comes up is for you to be an English tutor. You stand to make 300 Rand an hour on a part-time basis temporarily, and this is even an internship position. Again, if you're somebody who actually wants to work as a transcriptionist on other transcription platforms, my advice for you is to start small on positions just like this one, because even though this is a tutor position, it's more or less the same as you being able to change certain audio into English. So I would definitely try out this position as a way for me to be able to create on my CV a slot that shows that you've actually worked in this kind of industry. So we're going to read more about the job details. This job is actually being provided by a company called Genius, which they say is not just another tuition agency. They provide training and ongoing lesson support to tutors and students throughout the tuition process. Some of the list of their perks is the fact that they offer the best tutor rate, which is 270 to 300 Rand per hour in South Africa. They provide your lesson materials, they provide free tutor training, as well as make sure that your tutoring schedule actually fits into whatever schedule that you already have, which again says to me, it's a great opportunity for somebody who's looking for a second job, a second income stream online, and or somebody who's actually looking for a full-time job online. If, for example, you're able to work, say maybe 5 hours a day, on a platform like genius.com, in order for you to be able to tutor in English, you can stand to make 1,500 Rand a day. Guys, I don't even need to make the maths for you to understand how much that could be on a weekly basis and or on a monthly basis. But I just think Indeed is one of those platforms that you can check out if you're looking for a part-time and or a full-time job, in order for you to either make a second income stream for yourself and or to make a full-time income stream for yourself. The last company that we're actually going to look into, in order for you to be able to make money online, anything between 100 to 500 USD a month, especially if you're somebody who is looking for a second income stream because you already have a full-time job, or you're somebody who is unemployed, has time on their hands that they can dedicate throughout the entire day in order for them to turn this into a full-time job. This company is called Go Transcript. I do know that I've actually spoken about it in some of my videos, but I just thought because we're talking about transcription work, it's important for us to also rehash it and include it in this video. So Go Transcript says they are providing transcription jobs available worldwide. Join Go Transcript and be a part of a global team of professional transcriptionists. So before we can watch this How to Join tab, I just want us to read more about what Go Transcript actually offers. They say they pay competitive rates for their online transcription jobs. Go Transcript is a thriving web-based transcription and translation company. They are always looking to fill their open freelance transcription jobs so they can grow their team and keep pace with customers' orders. If you're a skilled transcriptionist who takes pride in your work and you want to make a difference in the world, then Go Transcript is definitely looking for you. And I know here it says skills transcriptionist, which is why I decided to actually check out the no experience jobs on Indeed, so that you can actually start there as the beginner, for you to be able to grow your resume or your CV or your level of experience with platforms like Go Transcript by taking up those internships and or entry-level jobs on Indeed.com. Not only that, there's also a platform like Scribby that does not require you to have any experience. So if you're still not convinced with Go Transcript, then I would go back into the video to find out how you can actually get paid for you to be a transcriptionist with no experience on a platform, say for example like Scribby. With Go Transcript, you're actually going to be paid up to 60 cents in dollars, of course, per audio or video minute. You're averaging about 150 USD per month. And I honestly want to believe this is the average for you when you're just still a beginner, because top earners actually get paid anything up to 1,215 USD per month. You guys can do the math on how much that actually is in South African rands for you to get a context of how much you'd actually be able to be getting paid online on a part-time position and still be able to balance that with your current 9-to-5 job. So when you're creating an account on Go Transcript, they are going to send you an SMS verification, so you will need to input a number that is actually valid. They will also require your face photo during registration, which is something that a lot of these transcription companies do as a way for them to be able to obviously identify and verify the fact that the information that you've entered when you're creating your profile is actually who you are. And then you will need a real-time photo with verification code written on a paper. I'm assuming this is something that they actually send you via email. Some of the perks of working on Go Transcript is the fact that you do transcription jobs from home, which means all you need is a computer and an internet connection. You get paid reliably because you receive weekly payouts via PayPal for all your work completed. Also, you get to work flexible hours. You work as much or as little as you want, whenever you want. You get to grow your skills because you receive regular feedback and learn from the rest of the team. This is very important if you're somebody who wants to create a profile for themselves to be able to actually get transcription jobs. And my advice for you, quite honestly, based on my own experience with Rev.com, when it comes to transcription work, just tell yourself that you're dedicating, say, maybe the next year or the next 2 years of your life working strictly online as a transcriptionist in order for you to not only make money, but to grow your skills. This will allow you to obviously, again, create some sort of resume and references for the work that you want to do if you want to go onto other platforms. Not only that, if you tell yourself you're doing it for a short period of time, because quite honestly, transcription jobs are not exactly the most exciting jobs, because all you're doing is sitting there and listening to audio files. But it's definitely one of those jobs that I feel like if you dedicate yourself time to say you're going to be doing it for, say, maybe the next 12 months, you can make a good amount of money that you can then invest either in starting an actual business, or if you're somebody like me who enjoys things like property or traveling, etc., you can actually invest that money because they actually pay very good money. So if you're somebody who's looking for a part-time and or a full-time job online in order for you to be able to make ends meet at the end of every month, create a second income stream for yourself, then Go Transcript is definitely one of the platforms that I would check out in order for you to be able to make money. All you have to do is click the sign up tab here, create a profile for yourself, take a bit of a practice run because they're going to give you an audio file that you can actually transcribe, and then you can obviously be exposed to the kind of jobs that they have and or projects that they have in their platform. But I just feel like it's one of those platforms that I would check out if I'm looking for a part-time weekend job or a job that I can do after work, after my 9 to 5, and or you're looking for an actual full-time job in order for you to be able to make money online. With all that said, I've actually come to the end of this video. I do hope that you found a lot of value in the companies that I've actually shared on this video, and you're actually going to be trying out some of them. Please just let me know in the comment section which company you're actually going to be trying out first. And before you go, please just hit the like button so that this video can do well on YouTube's algorithm and reach more people who are actually looking for the same type of jobs. And if you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button so that you can join the Mbali Talks community. Otherwise, I wish you guys all the best, and I'm going to see you in the next Mbali Talks video. Cheers.